Hello there everyone! In today's vlog, we're again diving into the world of C++ programming, just like our previous video. But today, we're going to create a practical calculator application. Using the power of the nested if else statements, we construct a program that offers 5 fundamental mathematical operations: the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. This program will not only perform these operations but also display the results clearly for the user. Without further ado, let us start this mission. And with that, we're now done with our program, and let us proceed with the testing and debugging.
Here's the code, and without further ado, let's start with the testing and debugging. Let us say that the user input 10 as the first number and 20 as the second number, and then enter. As you can see on the screen, the program lets the user select from the 5 mathematical operations, on which one the 2 input numbers should undergo. In the choice A, it has the addition operation. Choice B has the subtraction operation, C has the multiplication, D has the division, and lastly, E has the modulus operation. For now, let's say that the user chose the option C. As you can see, the program has a reminder for the user to put only the letter that corresponds to the chosen operation. So just like when answering an exam of multiple choice, the user should only put the letter and nothing else. The user shouldn't input the word multiplication, rather just the letter C. Now let's enter the letter C. And just like a magic, the program solves for it. It says that 10 times 20 is 200. Seems correct to me. But what if the user entered an invalid letter, like a Q, which is not an option? Well, in that case, the program will not work, and the program will display an error message. Looks like everything's good and working. Well now, let's proceed to discuss and explain each lines of this code.
Now, let us explain each line of the code and discuss what they do in the program.
For the first 2 lines, we have number include, less than, IOStream, greater than, and number include, less than, cstdlib, greater than. These lines include the necessary libraries for input and output operations, IOStreams, and for successful program termination, cstdlib. For the next line, using namespace std. These lines brings the standard namespace into scope, allowing the use of cout and cin objects without explicit namespace qualification.
Next line, int main, open and close parentheses and opening brace. The line int main, open and close parentheses is the entry point of a C++ program. It is where the execution of the program begins. The opening brace marks the end of the function body. Next line, int num1, num2, choice. This line declares 3 variables, 2 integers, num1 and num2, to store user input numbers and a character or choice to store the selected operation.
The next lines that has cout insertion operator, first number, and cin extraction operator, num1. This prompts the user to enter the first number and store it in num1. After that, the next lines that has insertion operator, second number, and cin extraction operator, num2. This prompts the user to enter the second number and store it in num2.
The next lines consist of cout insertion operator, endline, and cout insertion operator. Select from the operations below, insertion operator, endline. These lines display prompts for the user to enter the desired operation. The next lines consist of cout insertion operator, addition insertion operator, endline, up to cout insertion operator, modulus insertion operator, endline, insertion operator, endline. These lines display the available operations ranging from addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus to the console.
Next, the lines that has the cout insertion operator, selected operation, open parenthesis, put only the letter, close parenthesis, and cin extraction operator choice. This prompts the user to enter the letter corresponding to the desired operation and stores it in choice. Following that are the lines if open parenthesis choice equals A, close parenthesis to else if open parenthesis choice equals E, close parenthesis. These lines implement a series of nested if-else statements to perform the selected operation based on the value of choice. For the first choice, it has the if open parenthesis choice equals A, close parenthesis. This performs the addition and displays the result using num1 and num2. For the second choice, it has the else if open parenthesis choice equals B, close parenthesis. This performs the subtraction and displays the result using num1 and num2. For the third choice, it has the else if open parenthesis choice equals C, close parenthesis. This performs the multiplication and displays the result using num1 and num2. And for the fourth choice, it has the else if open parenthesis choice equals D, close parenthesis, and this performs the division and displays the result using num1 and num2. And for the fifth choice, it has the else if open parenthesis choice equals E, close parenthesis, and this performs the modulus operation and displays the result using num1 and num2. And for the last choice, it has the else and it displays an error message if the entered choice is invalid.
The next line, cout insertion operator, end line insertion operator, end line. This line inserts new line characters for formatting.
For the last line, return exit underscore success semicolon. These lines indicate successful program termination.
In summary, this code prompts the user for two numbers and an operation, performs the selected operation on the numbers and displays the result. It handles invalid operation choices by displaying an error message.